Hi team, Neville Aga here with the Mid-South SE region, talking with you today about borderless networks. So we've all heard the term borderless networks over the past couple of years, and like a lot of the other Cisco terms such as Web 2.0, we've probably just accepted it. Yes, our networks are going borderless. Have we really thought though about how borderless has the ability to change the way we work, change the way we live, change the way we play? Probably not. At the most, if we've thought about it, we've thought, okay, borderless means any content, any device, any location. Okay, fair enough. But how does this really apply in a business sense, and how can our customers take advantage of an architecture we can wrap around borderless networks? Let me share my vision with you for that today. So, first of all, let's think about that first definition of borderless. Any content, any device, any location. It's already here in the personal world. So right now we think nothing of using our media, using our content on any platform. For example, 5-10 years ago, if I wanted to watch a TV show, I had borders in my life around it. I had the border of the TV, the border of the couch in the living room, the border of a 7 o'clock show. Those things have melted away over time. So with TiVo, if I particularly want to watch a show and it's 8:35, no problems. So the first border that kind of went away in our personal lives with technology, border of time when you talk about watching TV shows. Pretty soon after that, TV shows were available online, on the computer. You don't need to worry about the border of the TV itself anymore. And from there it was a short drive to watching a TV show on your telephone or watching a TV show down the interstate at 70 miles an hour in the back of your minivan for your kids. All those borders have just disappeared over time, whether we've consciously realized it or not. And the way that we live and interact with that media has changed. Let me give you another example of personal borders melting away. My 12-year-old son thinks nothing of taking his iPod Touch to his neighbor's house and playing his media content wirelessly over Bluetooth to his neighbor's speakers. He is growing up without borders. He has an expectations of no borders. And when that generation transitions into the workforce, they're going to expect to work in that same manner too. So, it's a given that in our personal lives, through our own needs, our own interests, we're moving towards borderless. But are we moving towards borderless consciously in our business world? And really, what's been around have been borders that people have tried to protect, departments have tried to protect, and go through significant effort to protect. And they're not apt to give up those borders very easily. In the business world, the border of location fell a while back. People expected to take their laptops with them to the Starbucks or home and work securely. So we developed VPN clients. Thick VPN clients that first didn't really work everywhere, moved it to SSL VPN clients that would work anywhere HTTP was allowed, and that border has fallen, and everyone is okay with it and accepts that we can work from multiple locations securely. A lot of the other borders, though, haven't fallen yet. And one that's falling right now is the device border. People have still had the expectation they will do their work on their computer, and people have tried to secure computers, laptops, whatever it might be, whether it be through dedicated antivirus or dedicated even host-based intrusion prevention. People are no longer working from their laptops. They might be working from a VDI session, a remote desktop somewhere. Maybe how their desktop resides in the cloud. Maybe they're working off of a tablet. Maybe they're working off of a phone. They're still doing the same work. And really, IP is becoming very pervasive. We're attaching many, many more things into the IP network than just laptops and phones, access points, cameras, you name it, heating and cooling systems. Lots of things are being attached into the network. So the concept that the security group says, we're going to have these particular machines, we're going to lock them down in a certain way, we're going to give them to you, and we will be secure, is going away. They are trying to maintain that border, but what's happening, influential directors or somebody high up is coming down saying, hey, we're going to roll out these tablets. It's going to happen. We have a need and we're going to do it. And so the IT security groups are no longer in control. They have to react to to what the directors are forcing upon them. That's an opportunity for us to help those guys move into a secure borderless architecture. So it doesn't make sense anymore to secure end devices. That's the old architecture. What's the new architecture we can help with? Well, how to prepare, it starts with this, the network. This becomes the foundation, the platform for everything going forward. And as we move away from the border of the device, we don't no longer have to secure individual devices anymore. We secure at the network. We communicate at the network. We place an intelligent network that shares information with the devices that are attached to it and can react with the devices that are attached to it. Then we have a power. We can deliver the services that the directors want, and we can deliver the security that the IT group needs. Let's give an example of that. Let's take EnergyWise, which we have as part of our portfolio. We can now, since this IP is so pervasive and we have network ports in everything, heating, cooling systems, and everything else, why not have the network send out a signal to all attached devices? We're going into a lower power state now. We have needs. We have to start scaling back our energy usage. And then maybe tomorrow morning we'll start back up again. Those devices on the end, they're going to have the ability through policy to either listen to the network or not listen to the network. But the key is the network is there. It is a platform and a foundation and something that the end user devices, whether they be PCs that can go into sleep mode or turn off the monitors, or air conditioning systems, which can use less energy when nobody's in the building, security systems, wireless systems. Do I need to turn on all my 1,000 APs at 2 o'clock in the morning when nobody is there? Maybe I can get by with much less coverage, save some energy. Another one is going to be here in our access points. As we move out to 11N and the higher speeds it offers, and offer clean air so that we can have good, consistent experiences, even with all these personal devices going around. That's part of an architecture that only Cisco can really provide. My favorite new product that really fits into this architecture, however, is going to be the IP endpoints, the IP phones, the 8900 series, the 9900 series, and the CS tablets that are coming out, and the ability to put VDI in the back of these things. That really puts together the vision everywhere, because to do that you need the network, you need 30 watts per port, you need an enhanced PoE. EnergyWise is great to manage that. But think about this, once you have this experience, then you don't need to have a separate laptop and a desktop and an IP endpoint, IP phone. You just have the one phone, and you have plugins for your monitor, your keyboard, directly from that device. And oh, by the way, your desktop, it's not residing there anymore. It's residing back at the data center, securely, where you can run 100 machines on a VM. You can keep them patched. This keeps the network team happy, and this keeps costs down. And this really talks about what we're driving to, the architecture that we can drive to when we put the network in its proper place and build it with the proper foundation. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed me sharing with you my vision for borderless networks.